she touched him.
Yes.
And therefore, someone of royal blood touched him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to use... So maybe all it takes is Historia touching him like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
So he has to have Historia touch him.
I'm still hella confused, but at least that makes a little bit more sense. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike.
And you already know it's Dave.
And you're watching MDTV. As always, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click on that notification bell so every time we make a video,
you will be notified. And go down to the thumbs up button, slap that thumbs up button, go down to the comment section and feed it some giraffe cookies that you bought from McDonald's.
Give us a like, comment down below. It helps us grow and we really appreciate it. We're on episode 58. It's titled Attack Titan. I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not saying shit. Let's get into it.
Get into it.
Let's get even more information and even more mind fucked right now.
I suppose I ought to explain what the sea is. It's an enormous body of salt water that covers 70% of our world's surface.
His dad confirmed it.
Yeah, his dad confirmed it.
So now they really want to see the fucking sea. So that's what the Marleyans were doing.
Mm-hmm.
The Marleyans were taking the Eldians and leaving them on the island, trying to remove all of the Eldians from the continent onto the island.
When they get in trouble.
Kind of like Alcatraz.
Yeah. Because if you stayed and did what they told you to do, you were welcome to stay.
Right.
But if you did something bad, like what they were doing, they send you over there, turn you into a Titan, and go to your home. That's crazy. Let's not think about it too hard. Because
the only other thing I wanted to mention is, considering the scouts were formed as part of the military inside the walls, they were always meant to fail. They're not meant to fucking go out there and find the truth.
The truth.
No.
They were always meant to die. It's crazy.
Hold on. You said you were the owl? You got into public security by pretending to be a Marleyan? I was a bad husband, a worthless father, and an imbecilic man. Dinah was special, a subject of Ymir with royal blood. She could have made full use of the power of the Titans, and if you hadn't shut me up, she'd still be... Tell me why! Why did you save her?
Oh, but Dinah was royal blood.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't turn into an intelligent Titan.
No, she didn't. She turned into a -1.
So I guess the royal blood has nothing to do?
I don't think so.
So, why didn't you transform into a Titan earlier? If you'd made your move sooner, they'd be fine right now.
That's probably who he ate.
Only your comrades. I've severed thousands of fingers from fellow subjects of Ymir. I'm sorry, Grisha. Time is short. I'm entrusting you with this last task. There's no one else I can trust to see it through. But if not for what happened, you wouldn't hate Marley nearly enough to come this far.
So is that the reason why you chose me?
The branch of the royal family that stayed behind started a revolution, and my father was a staunch supporter. All of them were burnt alive. I was still young. I couldn't help. I had to do these heinous deeds, or else I would have been found out as the owl. I'm not sure I've changed since that day. I want you to make your way into the walls and take the founding Titan by force. After you've inherited my Titan, that is. Anyone who inherits the power of one of the 9 will perish 13 years later. And that's how long it's been for me.
If someone with the powers of one of the 9 should die without passing it on to a successor, the power will be inherited by a baby born after that death. These paths are countless. They reach far and in many directions, but they all meet at one coordinate. The founding Titan.
So what does it mean to be a subject of Ymir? Because that's what's confusing me. A subject of Ymir means what? Just a person who has controllable Titan power?
I think so.
Is that what that means? Because that's confusing me. Because Armin said, I have 13.
Yeah.
And Eren said, I now have 8, less than that.
Yeah.
Mika said no, it can't be true.
Because she doesn't want to hear that they're gonna die soon. That's
Right,
I'm guessing that's what. I'm guessing that's why she's saying that. But for the whole, I'm guessing that if you have controllable Titan powers, you're somehow connected to Ymir.
Yeah. You are a subject of Ymir,
You're a
and
subject
all
of Ymir.
all the subjects of Ymir are connected to the founding Titan.
One coordinate.
One coordinate
The
The
founding
founding
Titan.
Titans. So all subjects of Ymir.
lead to the founding Titan.
There's not a subject of Ymir alive who isn't connected to the coordinate. To the Marleyan state, she's the devil's pawn. But to the Eldian Empire, she was a miracle of God. Any one of us can become a god or a devil. All it takes is for people to believe it.
If you don't pass on your power within those 13 years,
A baby,
a
that's
baby
born.
will be born. But what baby?
That doesn't make any sense, though. Wouldn't they have to be connected to the coordinate? You know? Or wouldn't they have to be... Unless it's your child.
Dinah's royal heritage was objectively real.
Then why'd you let them turn her?
The enemy would have forced Dinah to bear their children for the rest of her miserable life. Would that have been better? Only one of the 9 can make it past all those mindless Titans. I've done my duty. Now do yours.
Does being one of the 9 also mean the same thing as being a subject of Ymir?
I think
Because
so.
the 9 subjects of Ymir, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean the same shit?
You're a subject of Ymir.
And I'm assuming that being one of the 9 or a subject of Ymir is having the
Having
intelligent
the intelligent
Titan power. Okay. All
I
right.
don't think I'm fit for the job. I didn't know what I was doing. If I had realized that this was the price of freedom, I wouldn't have paid.
I brought this from your home. Look at it.
Picture.
No, I can't.
If you hadn't taken your sister's hand and run past the gate that day, you would have ended up running your father's clinic. And your sister might be married by now. Ever since the day I first kicked a patriot off this wall, we've known that we'd have to keep fighting, to pay for our sins. You chose to start this story. Each of the 9 Titans has a name to describe it. Throughout history, this Titan's marched in the vanguard.
What Titan?
It has ever pushed
The Titan
forward,
that he
seeking
controls.
freedom.
It's called the Attack Titan.
And that's what he inherited from his dad, the Attack Titan.
Yeah. But he also has the founding Titan.
Yep.
The true identity of intelligent Titans stemming from a power exceeding human comprehension that sleeps in subjects of Ymir. Said power is inherited along with memories through paths which transcend space and time. I didn't even understand what the fuck I just read right there. I'm serious, bro.
Everything turns into gibberish.
Yeah, it's all mush.
Yeah.
It's all mush right now. The true identity of intelligent Titans stemming from a power exceeding human comprehension. That's why because it's exceeding my fucking human comprehension. That's why I can't understand this shit. That sleeps in subjects of Ymir. Said power is inherited along with memories through paths which transcend space and time.
That is confusing, my boy. That is very confusing. I'm a human that can't comprehend this shit.
I absolutely cannot.
And I can't transcend through space and time at this time. That's weird.
I am fucking exhausted from this, bro.
Trying to understand this is killing my brain cells.
Yeah, man. It is hurting me. Like, it's legitimately hurting me right here.
Trying to understand it, yeah.
Right here.
It's called the Attack Titan. That's what you just did, remember?
No?
Huh? Come on!
He's 15 years old. We all go through a phase like this.
A phase where we mutter weird crap while posing?
Hanji, I'll explain it to you later.
If we keep the brave heroes who toppled the armored and colossal titans jailed, it kinda sends a bad message, you know?
Her
Historia.
Majesty has come to trust.
To my dear Historia, I'm going to die soon. But
She
I'll
probably
die
has.
without regrets. Or that's what I'd like to say.
Oh, shit.
Your Grace.
Your Grace.
Your Grace.
Oh, stop it, please. I'm not actually ruling yet.
Well, that might just be that it hasn't sunk in for us yet.
Why don't we get the ball rolling?
Look at this one.
And information about the world beyond the walls.
3 books. This man wrote a fucking trilogy, bro. Jesus. Jesus, I wonder if we're even done through the first book yet.
Probably not.
Fuck me, bro. Fuck me, dog.
They're probably gonna have like 6 episodes for each book.
Scout Regiment Commander, Hanji Zoe.
Sir, the scouts have suffered a brutal, staggering blow. The true nature of the foe we face is human. It's a whole civilization. One could say that it's us against the world. We ruled the world once, and some fear we will again. So despite our past century of pacifism, most in this world would like to wipe us out.
I've made a vow, renouncing war through the founding Titan.
But what about the Titans he threatened to send out from the walls? It was the last warning he gave.
Those words were simply meant to deter an attack. You must find that coward and strip him of the founding Titan's power. That.
So he was the Eldian king, but he was a bitch. The whole family was a bitch. And the reason they didn't... What was it that they were supposed to do but never did? I forgot. You remember?
They had the power to stop the Titans. Like, stop... What was it again?
I forgot.
They had the power, like, to stop the Titans or do something with the Titans. It was a power to...
I totally forgot. But...
I forgot. Is it Scream? Is it a Scream?
I don't know. I don't know.
I forget.
They were going to do something, but we're in agreement that they were going to do something every time they got the power, but they never did it.
They never did it. Because they were a bunch of bitches.
It was because they then got the memories of what we're learning now.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to go back and fight.
Yeah. Because they were all cowards.
Dr. Yeager did manage to achieve this mission, and he passed the founding Titan on to his son, Eren. They're overpowered by their ancestors' will, and they continue down the path he set before them. Such is the power of his vow renouncing war.
If only for an instant, it felt like everything connected. Why? Why only then?
Because that was
the girl from the bloodline.
That was Dinah Fritz.
Fritz. That's why he was able to control her.
She touched him.
Yes.
And therefore, someone of royal blood touched him. And he was able to use... So maybe all it takes is Historia touching him like that. Oh, shit.
So he has to have Historia touch him.
I'm still hella confused, but at least that makes a little bit more sense.
It makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, way more sense.
There's no way!
You scared me. What is it?
Sorry for interrupting, Commander.
Why wouldn't he want to tell him?
Someone with royal blood is turned into a Titan. Then it might be possible for me to use the founding Titan's powers while touching them. Who knows?
Huh?
After you've entered the walls, you should start a family.
What are you talking about? I'm still married to Dinah.
Love someone in those walls. If you can't do that, it'll only repeat itself. Complete your mission and save Mikasa and Armin.
Who are they?
What?
I don't know. They aren't from my memories.
What? What? Save Mikasa and Armin.
And he said, I can't remember. They're not
from my memories.
And who the fuck memories they from? Oh my gosh, what the fuck is going on?
Bro.
Save Mikasa and Armin. Wait a minute, what? Who are those? Who are they? I don't know, they're not from my memories. The moment he said that, I stopped in my tracks. I was like,
Save Mikasa and Armin? Whose memories are those? I don't know.
My memories.
Oh. Those have to be Eren's memories. Because remember, the memories transcend space and time. And since Eren is a Titan in the future from that time, his memories remember, they transcend space and time. So maybe it was Eren's memories speaking to the other Eren to the past to his own father.
And it said, save Mikasa.
Save Mikasa and Armin.
I guess.
That could be.
That could very well be.
They're all connected, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Why would he say that?
Because. Right. But I'm thinking he's saying like he's communicating to his father from the future back to the past, telling him, hey, along the way, also do this. Yeah. Because these are my friends. But Eren's father doesn't know that yet. Grisha doesn't know that. Does that make sense?
It kind of does make sense. I understand where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. But it just still doesn't, it still doesn't.
Bro, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel about all this other shit, bro.
It still doesn't give me.
What episode is this? 4? Yeah. This is the 4th one we've done? So we have one more to go?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I am so confused still. I have a little bit down, but I'm still struggling with the whole...
I'm burnt out.
I am burnt out, but we gotta finish this up, man.
I know.
I'm still struggling with okay, no, I'm not struggling with that anymore. So that was the Eldian king, but he was a bitch, and he bitched out.
Yeah.
So
100%.
the Marleyans do have control of 7 of the 9, and the Eldian king had the other 2, and trapped other Titans inside the walls, and made a threat that if they advanced on them, that they would release all those Titans against them.
Yep.
But he was a bitch. He wasn't about the smoke. No. He didn't want the smoke. And if the Marleyans kept up what they were doing, there would be no more Eldians, and the Eldian king wouldn't do anything about it anyway. So that's why Grisha went past the walls. That's why the owl entrusted Grisha with the mission to take the power from the king, which he did, and gave it to Eren. That makes sense. So now what is Eren supposed to do? I guess we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, Eren, I believe, this is what I believe. My ideology with this whole thing is Eren's supposed to somehow make everything right again.
Done.
I'm guessing. Somehow make everything right again. But how is he going to do that, when they have to travel so far to get back to the other place and do all that other stuff? And who are they going to, try to fuck up to get all this shit right again? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. They haven't said the opposing side of anything. Now that he has the power, who is he going to try to fuck up to get this shit right?
Right. I don't know, man. It's extremely confusing. I mean, we're starting to get there, but the whole puzzle isn't...
we only completed the border.
Yeah.
A million more pieces on the inside.
Absolutely. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this reaction and help clarify any confusion that you may have heard.
As long as it's not a spoiler.
During our reaction, yes, as long as it's not a spoiler. Also, give us a like because it does help us grow. Last week we had so many likes on our videos, and we saw the results of that. We got way more views. So if you guys enjoy our content and you want us to grow, please give this video a like so that we can continue to grow. So we'll keep on going. This was episode 58. We'll be back with 59. And until next time, peace.